For my 1 hour build, I decided I wouldn't have time to properly model any buildings or really go to town with textures. So I created some rough and ready textures, mapped them to simple cubes for the buildings, and then just added them to a simple plane with a geometry node to distribute them around, and then used a photo background for the environment. A few minutes playing with light to match the photo and time was up. For my 5 hour build, I decided that again, I wouldn't really have time to spend creating good textures, so I decided I would just build on top of the 1 hour build. Obviously this meant 1 hour of the build time had already been used, so I created a few variations of the buildings. Some with extruded bits to catch the shadows, and then went on to make some better geometry nodes, and cut and shaped the planes to mimic a more realistic city. I removed the background image and added in a few landscape meshes, and then I had just enough time to make some low poly vehicles to give the scene a bit of life. For the 20 hour build, I really went to town. New high-res textures from scratch, more buildings with more variations, separated into low detail to high detail, and a few hero buildings for the foreground. Instead of using geometry nodes, I hand-placed the hero buildings and high detailed buildings in the foreground into a realistic grid with the low poly buildings behind them, and then I used the buildings from the 5 hour build on a plane with a geometry node just to fill the background and give it depth and space. I added some scenery elements like roof access huts, water tanks, satellite towers, and freeway signs before spending the last 3 hours on making better looking vehicles to fill the scene with, which turned out better than I'd expected.